Good morning, comrades, and welcome to our friends at PopUp-Carwash. And today we're not only giving the GT2 RS MR a car wash, no, we're doing something more extensive. And why? Well, Tom and Pete explained it actually already yesterday, but I wasn't here, so here it goes.
Hi guys, so we have the GT2 RS with the full MR package finally. So now it's time to renew the PPF. The PPF was done by the previous owner. We don't know what brand it is. It's already got some markings on it, it's been used. And also, of course, all the new MR parts don't have any PPF on them. We are basically going to take it to PopUp-Carwash, get Expel on every possible part that can be done. We're ripping out all the old stickers, all the old PPF and making everything completely new. So for example, you can see right behind the front wheel, you can see where the PPF is starting to lift a little bit. We got dirt already trapped underneath the PPF, things like that. You can see it right here where the PPF is actually only like halfway through the entire edge of the leading edge of this bumper. So it protects the leading edge, but it's not going all the way in. It's things like that we want to fix. Here in front of the rear wheel, you can see clearly where the PPF is already lifted. There's basically like a bubble all on top of here. Dirt trapped underneath it here. We have the factory clear foil underneath the PPF and it just doesn't look right. Also you have seams everywhere. We just want to correct all of that. So let's get into the car, get it to the car wash and start ripping off all the old PPF.
Now, so we are going to rewrap the GT2 RS MR Taxi in, well, the rewrap in the Expel foil. And here next to me is Florine from Expel.
Hi, I'm Florine.
Tell us, why should we do it?
It's a good question. Everyone is asking for it, but it's a big advantage in daily life or on the track. So you have two possibilities. Even in daily life, you should use it because you drive a car every day, a new car. So you don't have to worry about your car. Your car is covered fully of Expel paint protection film. You have different options. You can only do the front end. You can do the whole car. You can do whatever you want. So you say the door is the most important thing for me. You can only cover the door. If you say the front end because you're not so good at parking, so you're afraid to damage something, you can do the front end. So you only have to speak with your installer what you would like to do, and you can do everything with it. So the good thing is it's a self-healing surface, so you don't have to worry about scratches, swirls and everything. Everyone knows it. With a dark car, you drive in a car wash and you have the whole little swirls on it and you're not 100% satisfied. So you can take care of it and put some PPF on it. And on the other hand, the track, like you are doing it now, you have the best protection against stone chips or rock chips.
Yeah, we see quite often, well, at least me, like usually PPF is being done by people who have an expensive car, exclusive car, they want to protect it, but usually those are, garage queens, let's call it that way. This is definitely not a garage queen. I mean, the statistics show that we do roughly 1,000 laps per year or even more, which is 20,000 track kilometers, and getting, well, all the abuse that you can imagine, more than you would get by parking it at Regent Street, or how is it called in London? Yeah, Regent Street. Yeah, so, what? Harold Labs. Harrods. Yeah, so we're definitely going to test out if it's working. And speaking of which, I heard you're going to apply a new product on it, right?
Yes, that's true. We have a new product from the beginning of next year. We have a 10 mil film, so it's a little bit thicker than the normal Ultimate Plus, which you know already with 8 mil. So we will test it on your car with the front, that we put the 10 mil on the front end with a bumper and especially on the side parts. So we install it on every part which is totally hurt. Especially on the track, you will will see the side parts where all the rocks go through. So,
And the rubber. Pete loves rubber removing.
that's another point. It's really easy to clean. If you apply PPF to your car, you will see how easy it is to clean.
Yeah, well, we're very much excited for that. I heard also one very important thing with this car is because, well, usually XPEL comes with a so-called system that you have the pre-cuts. You can pre-cut the car, but GT2 RS is a common car. GT2 RS MR is a bit different. So can you tell us more about that?
Yes, of course. So we have a fully system where every pattern is inside, nearly every pattern, sorry, not 100%. But the GT2 RS is already measured from our design team. So they prepared everything. So you only have to decide which parts on the car you want to protect. And then the next question is which corners you want to protect. Because here it's some other film on the car, it's not XPEL, and it's not totally covered. So you see it ends before the edge, and the main area is still not protected. So we don't want to have it like this. We want to change it. So that's the reason I can show you in the system that you get an imagination how it looks like. So I already prepared and take the GT2 RS. So that's the car we have in the shop. And now we want to take the full hood and fender. So this is the pattern what we prepared. You see every hole is already cutted, so you don't have to touch the knife. You don't have to touch the car with your knife. So you only need to install it. So now you can see that you have different lines. It's yellow. So these are the areas where the designer said that makes sense to extend the edge. It goes around. So everything is covered and everything is protected. So we can change everything. It's really easy. Customize pattern, wrap edge.
Oh, then you get some extra.
And then you get a wrap edge.
Cool.
So really easy. You saw it here. Now it's longer and everything goes around the edge. So you can add everything what you want. You only have to speak with your installer what you prefer, what you want to change and what you have.
Well, I'm very excited to see how it turns out and very excited to test it out and see if it actually works.
Yes.
Allow me to mention, by the way, how good the car looks without a front license plate. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to run without front plate or even with a sticker because of the taxi rules regulations, but that's something for another time. What are you doing here?
Hello. I'm putting all of film. We have to unwrap the car firstly, so yeah, after that degrease any surfaces and put the XPEL wrap on.
Can you tell me more about the process that you're doing? Is it like easy to take off the film? Is it you have here a steam gun, I see?
Yeah, you need some experience to do that. I'm just heat it up by steamer and easy peel it off. That's why the paint is still there where it should be.
Now, this is of course not an XPEL product, so we cannot say much about that, but an XPEL product itself, if you would have to take it off because you want to, I don't know, repaint the car, how easy would it be and how...
Yeah, it's much easier in other brand of films, so yeah.
Yeah, and it also will not tear off paint with it.
No, it's not possible. If everybody's doing a good job, it's impossible.
Yeah. Cool, so tell us more about the application. How long will it take? Because that's the most common question, probably.
Yeah, firstly I will unwrap the car and application will take between 1.5 days to 2 days. After that, car needs to stay overnight for total dry and it's ready to go. But for this car, we plan to put the coating on it to better, to easier washing and.
So coating on top of the XPEL as well.
Exactly.
So even more protected.
Yeah, before coating, we'll put the Apex stickers on and over will go the coating.
Yeah, so XPEL, stickers, coating.
Exactly.
And then probably some more love on it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's actually one of the interesting things that you say, because some people say like, oh, but back in my state, in Los Angeles, we can do it in 1 day and take the car on the same day. Well, in Los Angeles, where I was like last week, it's a bit warmer than here, you know, so that's why the climate is a bit different. People never run winter tires because they don't even know what winter is.
Yeah, exactly. It depends on the weather. So now we have a little bit cold, so car need to stay inside in warm garage.
I don't think the car will mind staying inside and being warm, so
Yeah.
it's not a big problem. But let's talk through the differences on this car, because again, this is an MR, this is not a casual car. So will you wrap the canards?
Yeah, this we will remove. It's just glued, so we can remove it. And yeah, on the spoiler we'll make a custom wrap, like our custom pattern, especially for this car. For this piece also.
Will you do the wheel cover as well?
Yeah, maybe, why not? Yeah. We can try. You can have a look here.
Yeah, the edges.
Now it's not filmed here, but it was through the edge. And we're gonna to wrap it over, like every single edge will be wrapped over.
Cool. Well, I'm excited to see the finished product, and I guess you have quite some job to do, so I'll let you to it and will not take any more of your time. Excited to see the finished product. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
And the fast forward back to Apex, and the car has been already finished. I was unfortunately not able to cover the whole process because I was gone a lot, but the car has been already running on the track, and you can see that it's shining a lot more, even though we are standing inside right now because outside the weather is very bad. I want to finish this video on this note and ask you, what would you like to see? What would you like to know regarding the process? But I want to show you again that in comparison to the previous job, this is done a lot better. For example, the previous one was wrapped until somewhere here, whereas here it's now a lot closer to the actual parts edge, very close to it. XPEL asked me to mention a very important fact that, for example, here you can see that it's not wrapped completely inside, unlike it is, for example, the case on the roof. Here you can see it's like really going underneath the rubber, so the foil is actually, well, the job has been done completely perfect. But why is it the case here is because if you would wrap it here, you can see that the parts are already like very close to each other, they touch each other. But when you would add 0. so many millimeters of the film in between, and when they're rubbing against each other, vibrating on the track, then it's gonna damage the film, gonna damage the parts. And that's why it's being done like that. But there's again, of course, difference between wrapping it until here or something or coming very close to the parts edge, which is the difference between the previous job and the current job. I hope you guys learned something new. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We definitely have enjoyed the process, and most importantly, this is a great job. We're very much looking forward to testing it to the limit, and you guys should help us out with that. Again, reminder, for next year, we have a limited amount of laps in the GT2 RS. There will be a third taxi car, but if you want to experience this, make sure to book your laps fast and before we increase the price as well. Again, a final reminder, let us know what you would like to know in the upcoming video where we can go more into the details of the job, and if you would have any questions about XPEL and wrapping in general. See you then. Bye-bye.